Okay, so a box of 36 character cards. So 36 cards is shared among 3 friends. And they want you to represent the problem using a strip diagram. And so it gives you a thing that looks like this. That is good enough. And then it says we've got 36 up here. It's the 36 cards. Meaning that this box is for friend 1. This box is for friend 2. And this box is for friend 3. So what do you think? Are we looking at an addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division problem? So is it addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? This is division because we want to take 36 cards and divide it among 3 people. Okay. How many times will 3 go into 36? Or a better way to look at it is, if all 3 of these boxes are worth the exact same amount, how many goes into each box to make it 36? 12. So if I were to put 12 in here, 12 in here, and 12 in there, does that make 36? Does everybody get the same amount? Great. Under that, I ask you to write the expression. We already decided that it's a division problem. So we'll say it is 36 divided by 3. And that's it. All right, so in example 2, it says, write the numerical expression to represent the problem below. And the problem they gave us is, oh my word, my pen is acting weird. Subtract 3 from 12. Then multiply by 12. Okay, so there's a comma that represents the 2 parts right here. According to the sentence, what do they want you to do first? Well, they want you to take 3 away from 12, and sometimes people get confused. They want to write it like that, but that's wrong. Are we taking 3 away from 12, or is that trying to take 12 away from 3? Yeah, that's trying to take 12 away from 3, so careful with those ones. So we've got 12, and we're taking 3 away from it. And then what do they want you to do after that? Angel, what do they want you to do after that? Yeah, multiply by what?
4.
Oh my word. You were right. I wrote the problem wrong. Angel, you're so smart. Let's get rid of that. What I meant to say was, then multiply by 4. Okay, so Angel's right. Then they want us to multiply by 4. Do they want us to do this part first or second? The multiplying by 4.
Second.
Okay, they want us to do it second. What's the problem? If I write the problem like that, am I going to do it the way that they want us to? No. So what can I do to this problem here to make it so that we do that part first? By the way, I just gave you a huge hint. Yes, we put those line things which are called parentheses. Please see up on the wall. Parentheses. Okay, now that we have that in parentheses, that does mean that we are going to do that part first, and then we can do the multiplication next. If those parentheses weren't there, we would do the multiplication first because that's how order of operations work. Okay, anyway, that's the answer to example 2. All right, the question here is, how does the expression, don't do that, 4 times 27 minus 12, how does that compare to 27 minus 12? So the first step, we'll say step 1, is we need to see how these expressions are the same. What do both of these numeric expressions have in common? They both have 27 minus 12. So in step 1 for what they have in common, I'm going to say they're both, so both expressions, let's use academic terms, have 27 minus 12. Okay, so step 2, how are they different? Okay, one of them doesn't have the times 4? Okay, so you're saying that this one tells us to multiply by 4, and that one just doesn't have it, right? Okay, so maybe for this... Oh, go ahead. Do you have something else?
Yes.
So I would write this for step 2. How are they different? We'll say the first expression is multiplied by 4. The second expression is not. Okay? That was pretty easy. That's just an observation one. So, in the end, would it make sense to say that the first expression, the value of that is going to be 4 times more than that expression? Of course, because it's the same thing, but multiplied by 4. All right, that's good enough for that one. All right, so with this particular problem, we want to write the numerical expression to represent the problem below. And the problem is divide 30 by 5, then add 12. So first thing I need to take care of is write 30 divided by 5. And since this is listed first before the comma, we want to make sure that it goes first. In order to make sure that it goes first, I'll put that in parentheses. And that tells us this is the part of the problem we need to solve first. Now I need to add the rest of the equation. Then add 12. So I will put the addition symbol and 12. And we're done. It didn't tell us to find the value. It didn't tell us to evaluate it. It just told us to write the numerical expression.